Hello and welcome back to the Super League Career Mode with Shamrock Rovers. It's been a while, and this episode is going to be a bit different. We're going to speed through the rest of the season. It's going to be a bit of a compilation, if you will, just to, move things along pretty quickly, because I do want to finish the series. But there is one pretty big game that we have to play first before we do that, and it's against Barcelona, and it's going to be a good one. First of all, got to get some admin done. You know how it is. Youth player unsettled. Yassine Walid wants to come in. So as we can see, Yassine Walid here, he's an exciting prospect, big potential, all of that. 5-star, looks like a baller. The pace isn't there. He might be better than Amaral, but he's not going to play every game. And because of that, and because of this game's really, really harsh dynamic potential, his potential will drop if he stays at the club, right? Now, he's just come in, so he's probably not going to get any bids. But if he does, that makes things a lot easier. But what's going to happen, right, is that because I see potential with Yassine Walid, right, I'm going to transfer list him for January. And if he doesn't get sold in January, I'm going to release him at the end of the month. Now, that doesn't mean I'm never going to see him again. We're going to shortlist him. And hopefully he'll get bumped up. Because, this game, they have an update twice a year, if I remember correctly. Once sometime in December, and then another one sometime in May, depends on the player. But if he develops well, I might bring him back. So that's the plan. I'm going to let you in on a bit of a secret. I've been doing a lot of Irish scouting. A lot of Irish players are coming in. So I kind of have an idea in the back of my mind that I might do a World Cup in the future with Ireland, right? Keeping that in mind, I don't want to just let all these guys go when they could be good for the World Cup team. The hypothetical World Cup team, obviously, because I'm not even saying that that's going to happen for sure. But if it does, I kind of want to keep them. So we're going to bring in these guys, all these guys. You don't need to know their names. Just, if they're good, you'll know them eventually. Let's just say that much, okay? Now that that's over with, we can finally get to the game. Shamrock Rovers against Barcelona. I didn't think I'd have to say this sentence so early in the save, but we're there. Fitness is not looking great, boys. We are playing our very strongest team that we possibly can, except for Enrique, because he's kind of tired, and him and AMN are kind of, no one's really set first choice. But if I had to choose one, it would probably be Enrique. But I'm just waffling now, because we're about to play Barcelona, boys. Let's go. Can you imagine Murad El-Masri against Lionel Messi? Who wins? It's going to be a bit of a duel, I couldn't call it personally. I know the obvious choice is El-Masri, but who knows? Messi might just have a good game and turn up. Come on. We need a runner. Hey, man, get in the box. Hey, man, oh, he's got it! Oh, you've had an absolute nightmare. Oh, goodness. Oh, come on, man. That could have been it. Felipe's toying with Barcelona. Lionel Messi, who? Shamrock Rovers controlling the game early on. Barcelona don't know what to do. EQ. Hey, man. Cho could have a strike against Barcelona. Oh, what a save from Ter Stegen. Barcelona, they're lost. They're bamboozled. They weren't ready. They didn't see the Shamrock wave of attack coming. Felipe finds Al Nasser. Al Nasser fakes him out. Goes onto his right foot. Good block. Fernandez with the corner. Amen. Doesn't win the header, but DeCosta can pick up to collect. Finds Cho. Can Cho break past that defensive line? No, he chooses to go back. Amen. Holds it up. Felipe finds Lind. Lind can finesse. Oh, took a bit too long. Barcelona have been peppered. I don't understand. They haven't been able to handle us. Obviously, we might just be a bit gassed, and they'll go down the other end and whoop us. But I like this. Has Messi even touched the ball? Yeah, there he is. Oh, no match for McHugh. Oh, Mastery. Oh. Look at the boys making me proud after last episode. Yeah, we don't speak of last episode, by the way. That didn't happen. I mean, you watched it, and you definitely gave it a like, but we don't speak of that episode. Now Messi on the edge. Could play it. Now Barcelona attack here. Haaland, that was superhuman from you. Superhuman. And he can't do it again. Barcelona take the lead. It was fun while it lasted. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest, guys. Come on. It was fun while it lasted. And to be fair, it was against the run of play. We have been the better side over the course of the match. Yeah, you can tell these guys are different gravy by the way they control the ball. It's ridiculous. play it short to Messi. Messi's no match for Ji-Hoo Cho. Who do you think you are? I don't know about you, but Ji-Hoo Cho is my goat. Fabian. Oh, that's a ridiculous ball. That's a ridiculous ball. I don't know what that animation was for that attempt save from Borges, but that pass was ridiculous. Did you see that? That is crazy. Ugh. Oh, mastery. The touch is heavy. Oh, they're going to punish us here. They're going to punish us here. Oh, good save from Borges. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, okay, the passes are ridiculous. Borges with another good save, but Fati. And his 3 before halftime. Ooh, this could be a bit of a dangerous one. This might be a bit bad. This is kind of what happens when you play a tired 11. It kind of, get tired. Which, I know, just a crazy thought. The score is Barcelona 3, Shamrock Rovers 0. But it's a bit deceptive. I think the game has been a lot more even than the scoreline would suggest. I think the main difference is just that Barcelona are incredibly clinical. Like, that, they're a top side. You can tell. The way they finish is incredible. But we've actually, we've held on to the ball well. We've looked decent. I'm proud of what the boys have shown so far. Now, with that said, we have a few games that are pretty important in mind. So, I think I'm going to have to make some substitutions. Come on, Enrique. Show Barcelona what you can do. Messi. Messi's running with the ball. Didn't really get to do that last half. Oh, and he's no match for El Masri. No matter what happens for the rest of El Masri's career, he can always say that he got the ball off Messi. Like, how many players can say they've done that? Like, 2? Oh, Sivertsen. Ooh. Got a bit of a defender in our midst. Can he play the ball? Oh, he does. I don't like that, Lind. That movement was kind of weird, though. I don't know what that was. What was that? Oh, come on, Lind. Oh, Sivertsen, though. I like that. I like that. Messi on the edge. Oh, Masri again. Messi has had no freedom out on this right-hand side. Messi. Oh, and Jamie Mullen. Oh, he doesn't actually manage to get a touch on the ball. So, ooh. Lind, you're free. Enrique, make that run. What is Lind doing? Enrique? Nope. I think he was offside anyway, which is kind of crazy considering where Lind was. But we move. Lind, good interception. Barcelona looking good. Oh, actually, no. They're Barcelona. I know I'm 3-0 down, but Barcelona haven't been that good. If they played exactly like this and they just said. And they were just Lokomotiv Moscow or something, and we were playing a league game, I don't think I would have really noticed a difference. Genuinely, I think FC Copenhagen played better against us. But obviously, I guess that kind of might be a thing where it's the big teams underestimate smaller teams, which is fair. It happens in real life, but still, kind of expected a little bit more. Nasser, Sivertsen's making the run. It's just not on target. Oh, Messi. Yeah, Messi looks most dangerous when he moves central, because he doesn't have a mastery tracking him in the middle. Braithwaite. Making Braithwaite look like prime Braithwaite. Lind, you're through here. You're a 5-star weak foot. You don't have to take it onto your left. Lind! And he's missed! No way! This guy is actually allergic to goals. If Lind could score goals, he'd be ridiculous. But, which is saying, I know, if 3 was 4, it would be 4. I know, it's a stupid phrase. But still, come on. Just needs to add goals to his game. Sivertsen. Oh, he's done his man, Lind. If we could find Enrique! And he's missed 2! Oh, see, that's 2 very good chances. This game could be very different if we could actually finish our chances. Look at that. That's a golden opportunity. Masri, again, has Messi in the back of his pocket. That's the game. Full time. Shamrock Rovers 0, Barcelona 3. Now, the scoreline, it sounds pretty one-sided, but I'm actually proud of the boys. We've shown ourselves to be a very decent side here. Barcelona did not look out of our league, and I think that's impressive. I think we were a match for them in many areas. We should have scored at least once. And I actually think we can take this confidence with us into our next matches. Shout out Sivertsen, by the way. Came on second half, looked actually pretty good in midfield. A pretty good offer came in for Donald Corrigan, and he was already on the list, so I obviously accepted it. And then we played against Fenerbahce back in the league. We started pretty well, actually. We got the ball to Enrique. Enrique beat his man, cut inside, finessed it into the bottom corner. Great finish. This guy is special. But then, individual errors. Fenerbahce get back into the box. They play inside, beat our defense, and equalize rather quickly. Then, they compounded the misery right before the end of the half. Beat his man, get the ball into the middle. Borges makes a good save. No one's there to collect the rebound. Into the back of the net. We're 2-1 down. And that is how the half would end. Started well, but we found ourselves a goal down. We tried our best to get back into the game. Da Costa found Felipe. Felipe would put in a cross. Back post. Arribas Pissarro equalizes. And that is how the game would end. 2-2. The points were shared. Pretty encouraging result given how badly we were performing in the last episode, and as you see me in full kit, we hoped for improvement. An offer came in for Donald Mooney after the match, which we had to accept because he wasn't really getting any game time and it was only fair for him. Up next came a game against Real Valladolid. I think they were very, very high in the league, but we'd beaten them last time, so we thought that we'd bring that confidence into the next game. However, we didn't really have a great start. As you can see, Valladolid put on the pressure early on. They passed the ball around, cut us open, and very soon they turned his man. Oh, wow, what a goal. Mullen had a bit of a stinker there. And then it just got worse and worse and worse. Waldo ran down. Halen tried, he missed it. Easy finish. 2-0. And that is how the half would end. We were 2-0 down, and it was looking bleak. And then, near the end of the game, Halen gave away a silly penalty. It was a red. It was a clear red, and Halen would have to miss the next game. Steps up and he finished it expertly. No chance for the keeper. And 3-0 was the final score. But wait! Oh, you thought Lind came back across, made a save, and Arribas Pissarro with a bicycle. It was a very, very good goal, to be fair. I mean, it was only a consolation, but look at that. Enrique just scoring goals. And that is how the game would end. 3-1 to Valladolid. Not the best showing, but I mean, you had a pretty good goal at the end, so bicycle kick, winning a match, I mean, it's up to you what you think is better. Personally, I'd have the bicycle kick, but I mean, I guess winning's okay too. Gazin Tiep came in with an offer for Ayman Bayumi, and he wasn't really playing that much, so I decided it was best to let him go. And then next came Guangzhou, a trip to China to play against a very, very good team. And they just showed their class. Early on, skip past our men. Look at that pass, and the finish was immaculate. Only 6 minutes in, and we find ourselves a goal down. And it just got worse. They come through again. Only 19 minutes on the clock. Ojeda scores again near post. Borges does nothing, which was kind of frustrating. And then, just 28 minutes in, they cut through us again with another near post goal, this time Talisca. And it's looking bleak. And it just, look at that. McHugh dispossessed the pass. My head is gone. Borges saves it, and then that cross, and oh god, this is embarrassing. This shouldn't even be legal. That was how that half would end, and 78 minutes came. Finally had a chance. Like, great ball from Jihu Cho. Lin cuts inside, beats his man, and scores a worldie from the edge. Look at that finesse. He couldn't score to save his life, and I mean, that's a very good goal to score if you're going to score goals, and that's how the game would end. We were comprehensively beaten by Guangzhou. We traveled all the way to China to just get whooped. It's kind of embarrassing, not going to lie. Next up came Celtic, and our luck against Scottish sides wasn't that great, so I'm not going to lie, I wasn't really looking forward to this one. But we would give it our best and see what could happen. Kavanagh in midfield, give it a go. Celtic started the stronger of the sides. They played it inside to O'Connor. We were able to defend well. We drew them out wide. But then El Masri got rarely dispossessed. Halen got done in that chip from Incham. Embarrassing. Why wouldn't AVB want him? Look at that. AMN though tried to find a way to get us back level. Kavanagh from midfield grabbed the goal. Look at that. Great finish. He can attack, but can he defend? To be decided. Great goal though. Look at that. A bit of a boxer. AMN gets the ball. And straight at the keeper. What a shame. You really thought he was going to score, but that's how the half would end. We had a chance to take the lead right before halftime. And that didn't really last that long. Yeah, very, very suspect penalty from Sivertson. Very frustrating because all of our momentum was gone immediately. And Eduard would step up to take the pen, and he scored. Top left. Keeper had very little chance, even if he'd gone the right way. And Celtic would just pile on the pressure. Christie then just made it 3-1, and from then on the game was pretty much over. Not much to fight for, and that's how the score would end, 3-1 to Celtic. We made a good account of ourselves, but we needed to pick ourselves up against Galatasaray. We hadn't won in a long time, and we were at risk of sliding down the table. If we didn't want to find ourselves near the bottom again, then we'd have to get something out of this game. And so we'd give it our all. However, that wasn't enough. Galatasaray did take the lead very quickly, and it did not put us in the best position after just 4 minutes. But Arribas Becerro could play it off to Da Costa, and he'd squeeze in an equalizer. Big goal. And now we had a lot of time to push on for a victory. Great celebration. Look at the slide. Look at the swagger. But no, we did not take the lead. We actually conceded another rebound goal. You love to see it. Our defense is just so slow to react. And Falcao capitalized. But into the second half, late on, Arribas Becerro came up good again. Could he find another assist? Oh, it's back to Da Costa, and he scored the same goal again to keep us in the game. What a match from Da Costa and Arribas Becerro. Galatasaray looked for the immediate reply, and they've played it inside to Suat Serdar, and it was a very quick reply, and we went back down 3-2. But late on, could we grab something? Lind runs down the right hand side. Does he cut inside? No, he hits it on his right, and it's a great finish late on to make it 3-3, and you can tell this was a big goal, and he's just so tired. And that's how the game would end, 3-3. Not exactly what either side would have wanted out of the match, but over the course of the match, it's probably deserved. And Amaral, he wanted to leave, and you know what? I was just like, bro, you can go. I don't need you. You put in a transfer request. He hasn't really performed well. He wasn't playing, and an offer came in from Shanghai, and we accepted it, and we said goodbye to Edson Amaral. Maybe he'll come back in the future when he's grown, because his potential is pretty good. Then came Ibrahim Fofana. We brought him in for some depth, considering we'd sold Ayman Bayumi, and we'd try him against Inter Miami. We actually had a bit of a good start against Inter Miami. Lynn looked to have found some form after the couple of goals, and he scores again on his right foot. Pretty identical goal, and we take the lead. It just got better. Lynn held it down, brought it back to Tommy Lennon. Bit of a debut for him. Lynn cuts inside, just keeps running. No one comes to him, no one attacks him, keeps running, and he finds a second. Great goal from Lind. Absolutely no pressure from the Inter Miami defense. And that was halftime. We were 2-0 up, winning a game for the first time in what felt like forever. But then they did strike back very early in the second half. Higuain finally out of the mud and scoring a goal. But would it be enough? No. We grabbed our first victory in what felt like ages against Inter Miami, and it felt good. You could see they dominated us in the stats, but it doesn't matter. A win's a win, and we'd hope to take that good form in against Club Brugge. And did we? Well, you tell me, because Jihu Cho, good finish. Yaya Chore scores again, the complete midfielder, and we didn't hold that lead though. Bit poor from Borges. You kind of expect more from him. He just didn't get to it. I don't know how. And they scored again. Great chip pass, and the finish is immaculate. Right after halftime, they score their second, and we fall behind. but we do grab an equalizer through none other than Enrique Arribas Pacero. Great finish. 65 minutes in, and oh, he's loving that. Borges with a throw, and awful pass. We give away the ball, and they cut inside, and they grab a winner. Oh, 73 minutes in, and that one, it cuts deep, and that is how the game would end. We threw away a precious point against Club Brugge, and we went straight back down to reality. Our next opponent would be Al Hilal, and we'd really want to bounce back from that real disappointment at throwing away a point at Basel, and hopefully no individual mistakes would take place here. But we did not start well. We conceded again first to Al Hilal. We love conceding first, and it did get better though. Da Costa bringing us back into the game once more. Found his shooting boots. You love to see it, Da Costa. And that would be halftime. It was level at 1-1, all to play for. And boy, did we play. We finally found a bit of space in behind, and Arribas Pacero freed his man and found the finish into the bottom right corner. We take the lead for the first time in the match, and hopefully we could keep that, but no, yet another poor throw, and we give it away. It's 2-2. More individual errors, and it just got worse from there. They score again. It's 3-2, and then right after that, they score again, making it 4-2, and I've just lost my head at this point. A game that we were winning, and then a fifth, 5, right at the end of the game. They score to make it 5-2, and that's how the game would end. A game that looked like it could have been victory, just thrown away, and hopefully we'd recover against Nice, but it wasn't looking likely because Nice are a top side. And yeah, Cyprien, bottom corner from the edge of the box. Keeper had no chance, and Cyprien would be our downfall as he score again into the bottom right corner, this time finessed right before the end of the first half, and the first half would end 2-0 to Nice, and we were played off the park. Morale was not high, and then they score a third, and after that third goal, I just wasn't feeling like playing for the rest of that game. I'm not gonna lie, we were getting battered, and we didn't have the chance, so we just called it there, saved some time, 3-0, and a good offer came in for Yassine Walid, and we decided to say goodbye and part ways. Our next game would be against LASK, who beat us quite convincingly the last time we played, if I recall correctly, and that trend looked to have continued in the beginning of the game as they chipped Borges. No chance. It was quite embarrassing, and luckily though, we were able to find ourselves a way back into the game. Al Nasser scoring at the near post, very good goal, first in a while for AMN, but they did respond rather quickly, and they took the lead once again. All happening in just 23 minutes, and from a corner, the defending is awful, and they managed to create a 2-goal lead. But it gets worse. Right after halftime, Jiu Cho gives away a penalty, and they step up to take it, and they finish it. Borges just doesn't look like he's a good penalty saver, but I can't hold that against him. But it's very, very bad, and they scored that most ridiculous header I've ever seen from the edge of the box, and I just couldn't handle it after that. That goal made no sense, and I just decided to call it quits there again. 5-1, LASK just tore us a new one, we'll say that much. After that major disappointment came the monthly scouting reports. Found a good prospect, Joseph Rice, very high rated. His potential looked decent, but it was all in the rating. Looked like a good prospect, and he was going to start in our next game against Istanbul Başakşehir. We needed to bounce back from that game, and the start wasn't great. The most soft penalty I've ever seen was given away by AMN. He got the ball. If you look, see, he clearly gets the ball, but it's a penalty for some reason, and justice is served as they missed the penalty. If that had gone in, I would have been so angry. I was tempted to restart if that penalty went in, but it wasn't necessary. And Da Costa cut in, and he played AMN with a ridiculous flick over to Lind, and Lind, the good form continues. His goal-scoring exploits went on, and Lind tried to find a way to get us a second, and was he successful? Oh yes he was. 2-0 up, looking good. The celebration coming up, the 4 guys, oh look at them, throwing it, oh yeah, shake that head, nod that head, yeah, we're the boys. And then AMN does well. Felipe, late in the game, cements the victory with a third goal, just putting a little cherry on that wonderful cake, and that is how the game would end. Başakşehir 0, Shamrock Rovers 3. Great showing from the lads. Then came Rangers. Rangers destroyed us last time we played, and hopefully we could avenge the defeat, and it didn't start well. We gave away yet another penalty, something that seems to have just become the norm now. We just give away penalties all the time. Halen giving away a penalty because he tried to block the shot, and there was just another guy next to him that he had to go through. Bit suspect, but pen's a pen, and even though Borges went the right way, he couldn't save it, and it just got worse. Went off the bar, but the rebound went in. The rebound goals are they're just killing us. Goal after goal off the rebound. But in the second half, Kavanaugh made his way, ran down the right-hand side, put in a cross, and Arriba Spacero at the back post gave us a lifeline back into the game. And is there enough time to get an equalizer? No, because they made it 3. Very good finish, and that pretty much killed the game. Ryan Kent, it was a late goal, good play. Lynn headed it back for Felipe, who found a bit of a consolation right before the end of the game, and it wasn't enough. We did lose that game, which is unfortunate, but these things happen considering the level of our team. And then came Al Ain. Al Ain are the worst team in the league, and we lost to them convincingly last time, but we wanted our revenge, and boy did we get it. Da Costa hit the post very early on just to show our intent, and then Yaya Chore finding our first goal, and we were not done there, trust me. Lind ran down the right hand side, beat all his men, cut inside, finessed on his left foot. We're 2-0 up, and we're looking good. But then they grabbed a bit of a lifeline, and things were looking a bit dicey there with Laba's goal right before halftime. But we held our nerve though. We kept the lead into the second half, 2-1. And then, oh yes, AMN beat his man, curled it into the bottom corner. Look at the composure. That is elite. That is top level. And then he did it again. He turned, and Da Costa curled it. And that goal is great. Incredible. What a goal. We just held our nerve and played it beautifully. Lind. Oh, goodness. It's 5. It's 5. Lind is just in shock at how easy it's been. And that is the game. We beat Al Ain 5-1. That is a response. That is probably our best win of the whole season as of yet. Then came Fulham, playing against a very good Premier League side. We are going to have to try our very best to get something out of this game. And can we? Well, Da Costa scores. We look to be out of some high confidence after the Al Ain game. Da Costa finds a goal, and we find ourselves at the lead. But right before the end of the half, right before the end of the first half, we concede. And it's the worst time to score. And you can tell I'm frustrated. I'm just trying to get the half over with because I know there's no time left. And Cho just belts it. And it's half time. But can we get something out of this game? No, because the defending, look at that. Look at that defending. It's atrocious. And Fulham find a way to take the lead. It's Onuma. And they don't stop there. They score a third. And what looked like a possible victory, it just fell away. They score from a corner, and you just hate to see it. That ended the game 4-1 Fulham. And to think we were 1-0 up right until the half ended, and we threw it away. Then came Shakhtar Donetsk. A big game. Hopefully we could get something out of this. And we do we? I don't know, but AMN, that's a great start. Great finish. AMN seems to have found his shooting boots once again. But again, individual error, we pass it, we give the ball away, and they score. We seem to be making a lot of our own mistakes here, which is just so unfortunate. Dominic Solanke scoring again, and the softest penalty. Again, another soft penalty conceded by Matisse Halen, and these seem to be a bit of a trend since the update. And they score to make it 2-1, which I felt was a bit unfair, and footage kind of cut out. But we did score a second. We scored an equalizer. There's a goal from AMN once again, the man himself. Beautiful finish. Lynn played him, but that would be the game. And then came FC Basel. We narrowly beat them last time, and hopefully we could do it again. And look, Arriba Spacero, the classic counter-attack from Shamrock Rovers, and he's put it into the top right corner. Enrique's the guy. Doesn't matter what AMN does. Enrique is the man, and he's showing them that he's better. And can we get a second? Oh, of course we do. Who else? Enrique Arribas Pasero. What a man. Got a double, and he's celebrating with a manager. Oh, we're gassed. Look at us go. We're winning this game. It's happening. But, uh-oh. There it is. There's a bit of a lifeline. Again, right before halftime, we're conceding at the worst possible times. But can we hold our nerve for this game? Only time will tell. We do manage to grab a third, though. Felipe finds himself back amongst the goals. Seemed to have dropped out recently, but he seems to be back to his best, which is lovely. We need a good Felipe if we want to win games. And they do score again to make it 2-3. Very, very close game. They just need one more to get back into this game, but we're going to have to hold our nerve here. And can we do it? Well, that's not what you want to see from Jamie Mullen. He's given away a penalty again. So soft. He's gotten the ball, but they've given the pen, and Borges saves it right through the middle. Justice once again. You love to see it. And that is how the game ends. We barely sneak out a victory, but it is nothing less than we deserve. We defended astutely. And look at that. We even had more of the ball for once. Then it came AEK Athens. This was a game that we were looking to try and get something out of. They're one of the worst teams in the league, but that didn't stop them from taking the lead. They scored first, and it didn't look great considering how we'd held firm the whole first half, but then it just got worse and worse and worse. AEK Athens just started piling on the pressure, built a 2-goal lead, but AMN grabbed a little bit of a lifeline for Shamrock Rovers. Hopefully we can get something out of this game, and we just might, Lind ran in behind, finesses, scores yet again. Lind seems to be our main goal scoring threat as of recently. What a guy. And we're back level after what seemed like something that was impossible, but they do grab that painful winner. And from then, AK Athens just turned on the style, and they just didn't stop. Created a 4-2 lead. But then Kavanaugh finds his way to Felipe. Felipe scored a header, but was it too late? Because Felipe looks to have built a bit of a habit for scoring consolation goals, because that would be how the game would end. Shamrock Rovers 3, AEK Athens 4. Very close one. Next came FC Schalke. Not good in real life, but pretty good on the game, and we would see that very soon. We started well, to be fair. Jihu Cho, great finish. The turn is immaculate, and then the finish on his weaker left foot. And we take a 2-0 lead. Arribas Pasero. You already know this is going in. Like, come on. You put Arribas Pasero one-on-one, he doesn't miss. This man is elite. Look at this guy. But then, score from the header. Very good corner. And they found themselves a bit of a lifeline, which was less than ideal. And right before the end of the half, they score off another rebound. It's like the ball always finds a way to them, and we gave up a 2-0 lead. Can you imagine? And then they score a third. We were 2-0 up, and they scored 3, and they've scored 4. Can you imagine? We were 2-0 up, and we absolutely threw this game away. And then came the last game of the season against top of the league Levante. By this point, we've pretty much cemented our place as not finishing last, so this game was a bit of a formality, and we did get destroyed. They were top of the league, they won the league, and they turned on the style. Another rebound, and then that, which I don't even know what that was. I don't know how that's gone in, but it went in, and Felipe was able to grab a little bit of a bit of a lifeline right before the end of the half. Maybe something could happen, we could pull something off. And no, we didn't though. Nope. They made it 3-1 before halftime, and the game was pretty much over. And 4-1 again, all before halftime. But luckily, we were able to concede again. So yes, it was great. It's great to see the champions style on you, but you never doubt Enrique. Enrique always manages to score goals. Great player. We lost that game 5-2, but considering it's against the champions, I can't be too mad about that. And that brought an end to a long and arduous season, man. Whew. The whole 46 games have been played, finished in 21st place, which, to be fair, isn't that bad. Anywhere other than bottom is a victory for me. We didn't finish in the bottom 2, which means we wouldn't have gotten relegated if there was a division below, so that in itself is a win. We got 12 victories, decent, 6 draws, and the 28 defeats, 134 goals conceded. Not great, But we scored 82, which makes us second top scorers in the league. And considering the level of players that I actually had in my disposal, and I'll take it. Enrique, the man himself, finishing second top scorer in the league, playing only 31 games. He played less than any of the other players here. He has been ridiculous. 24 goals in 31 matches for a player who at the end of the season is 70 rated. Just tells you how good he is. You can see Felipe as well, 17 and 44, not bad. Very good return actually. And he got 21 assists as well. Top assister. 17 goals, 21 assists for Felipe, the captain, the man himself. The star, AMN, honorable mention, got 9. Lind and Cho both got 8. DaCosta and Enrique got 7. So the assists were pretty well spread, but you know, there was one guy who was at the very top. Now we can go through a squad report. Borges played pretty much every game in the league. I played every single game. Kept 9 clean sheets, which isn't that bad. He is a good goalkeeper. He is frustrating at times. He has his days. We'll say that much. Then there's Tariq Hamadi. He didn't play. Aliou also didn't play. Innocent Yobue played a few times. Might need to upgrade on the backup. Murad Masri, we know what he's on. He's ridiculous. Great player. He's just a bit slow. Could get a bit more pace, but he feels like a good player. Great defender. And Simon Duarte, a pretty decent left back from the one time I played him. He's kind of tiny and a bit lightweight, but he's not bad. He's probably better than Yobue, but is he good enough for this level? Probably not. If we can bring in another left back, we might have to sell him, loan him out, you know, help him reach his potential. Samuel Mueller, played him once. Why do I say clean sheet? I remember vividly us not performing well when he played. He kind of scarred me from that one performance, and I haven't played him since because Halen is just so much better than him, and he's left-footed as well. So yeah, he's kind of just here, to be honest. Good offer comes in, might sell him. Lim kind of fell out of favor. He's decent, but I don't know. I don't think he's good enough. Sivertson came in like halfway into the season, maybe a bit after. He feels good. He's a good player, very good. Trying to train him to be center mid. He's kind of a utility player, and he does a job in every position. So I like that, you know, versatility. There's Joseph Rice, another guy, came in during the compilation. I'm not really sold on him, to be honest. I don't know. He started well. He's pretty good on the ball, but I changed him to a center back. He was a DM. I changed him to a center back. He's not that tall, and he's not that great at defending, unfortunately. So I don't know about him. The thing is, if it wasn't for the man himself, McHugh, he might have probably made it in DM, but we already have a solid DM, so it's unfortunate for him. And there's Matisse Halen. Again, we know what he's on. Obviously, we are the worst defense in the league, and we're pretty terrible, but for his rating, Halen is a very good defender. He's the best defender we have, so, you know, better get used to him. He's quality. I don't see him leaving anytime soon. Jamie Mullen came in as well. Played most games. He is the main partner to Matisse Halen. He's a good defender. Like, he has moments. He's a great defender. You can tell there's potential, but he's slow. He kind of turns difficultly. Like, he's very, very slow. That is his biggest issue. Like, he feels slower than 67 pace or whatever it says. But again, there's a player there. That's why I play him. He's 19 though, and he's 59 overall. The rating isn't great, but you know, the belief is there. Trust me. I think he can come good. He's a good player. Corania was okay. Like, he didn't really do anything wrong. He just kind of fell out of favor because of Sivertson. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And there's Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh's a great player. I don't know if he's a great defender, but he did start to feel better and better as the season went on. The only issue I have with him is always, you know, defensive positioning. He's a very good runner. I even played him on right wing once, and he wasn't that bad. Pedro Pereira, again, he's good depth, decent DM, pretty strong, feels a bit quick. Kind of lost his place to Rice near the end of the season, but if I'm being honest, that's a bit unfair to him. It's just that, you know, he's 19, 60 overall. I'm not sure if there's not much growth in him. He doesn't have a status, and he doesn't play regularly enough for dynamic potential to kick in. So it's going to be questionable to see whether he has a long-term future at the club, but I hope so, because he's not bad. Kurd Turk is just a youth player. He's gone. He's not playing. McHugh, he's the guy. The DM, he's ridiculous. So good. So good. Feels good on the ball. He's always running. Great defending, dribbling, passing. Well, passing isn't great, but he's getting there. He's going to be ridiculous. Again, he's one of the players that I think he'll stay the whole way. I don't see anyone taking his place this whole series. Another player like that is Ji-Hoo Cho. He is the man. Look at that, 5 goals, 8 assists. He is a great midfielder. Transition, that's what we're talking about here. He's the transitional midfielder, you know, he's great. Thomas Riley, again, no, he's not playing. I just brought him up so I could sell him on. Tommy Lennon played a few games. He didn't feel that bad. It's just that we have a lot of players in that midfield position, so it's kind of difficult to get game time, especially when there's people like Sivertson who can play there, and Gio Cho is the main man, so it's going to be difficult for him to get any game time. Might have to sell him on so that you can grow and reach his potential. Samuel Okara, terrible footballer. Shocking. Joaquin Cardona, I don't think he's played. Another one who's probably going to have to find his way out. I'm going to transfer list him. Not because he's bad or he's done anything, but he's not going to get anywhere at this club, to be honest, if we're being real. Bruno Fernandes, he kind of featured a lot in the beginning, and then it turned out that he wasn't very good, so he stopped playing. And yeah, he's going to have to go too. He's just not good enough. David Hassan is shocking, even worse. He's the worst out of all the guys I played. He's terrible. Felipe, he's the man. Look at that, 44 games played, 17 goals, 21 assists. Oh, beautiful footballer. Kind of had a dip mid-season, but he picked it back up, and he's ridiculous. He's our best player. He's the captain. He is the heart and soul of the team. He is the fulcrum. Look at that, already 86 ball control and dribbling with the 86 agility as well. He's already an elite dribbler. He's 19. Only showing great potential, but that will go up. Don't you worry about that. He's a quality footballer. Look at that. Look at the stats. This is his level. Like, look at this. In fact, you could argue that he's a level above, but he's one of the players where you're like, okay, he feels comfortable playing against this opposition, you know? I don't have to try extra hard with him. Ibrahim Fofana is a player I brought in later on. Again, just a bit of depth, to be honest. Nothing crazy. He doesn't do anything that wrong. He's not bad. He's not great. He's not bad. You know, he's kind of in the middle. He could go. If he went, I wouldn't really cry about it. But he's a good player to have for squad depth at the moment. Alessandro da Costa. He is a great player. He didn't feel that great in the beginning. He was a bit hot and cold, but I think he found a bit of consistency. He could be a bit quicker, but that might just be, you know, the FIFA player in me just wanting all my players to have 99 acceleration and sprint speed. But he's a good player. His dribbling's good. His long shots are deceptively good. He can finish left foot, right foot. I just think that he needs a bit more pace, and he will be like there, you know. But he feels good. He feels silky. Good winger. He scored a few goals, 11, so you know, 7 assists as well. So he's done his bit. Nothing groundbreaking, but especially considering his rating, very decent. And then Benjamin Nwapa, he started as center forward, went to the left wing, no goals, no assists. Just seems a bit out of his depth, to be honest. Like, he doesn't feel like that bad a player, but he's just not good enough for this level. You know, it happens, and might have to go. He's not happy either. Same goes with Evaristo Escobar. Escobar feels like he's good, but he's not very good because he's so low rated. That's just how it is for some players. Some players can't hack it. Lynn caught form near the end of the season. He just started scoring. He just figured out how to score. Part of that is due to him finally having 5-star weak foot, but before he couldn't even score with his left, and now he can score with his left and his right. He is great, quality footballer. He seems to have the right wing on lock. He is just so good at football, and I'm so glad that I made the decision to bring him in. Yassim Walid is leaving. Again, I spoke about this. He has potential, but you know, he's not going to play much here, so it's better to sell him on now while he's young and has potential, and then maybe we can bring him in later. AMN, Abdul Majid Nasser. He's the second striker who plays pretty often in rotation. He's a good player. He played 23 games, 8 goals, 9 assists. Nothing groundbreaking, but you have to take into account a lot of these appearances are coming off the bench. The goals weren't really coming, but they started to come near the end of the season. His assists were great. His hold-up plays, excellent. And Enrique, he's the guy. Don't get me wrong, he is the guy. 31 appearances, 24 goals, 7 assists. He's 70 rated. He started off the season 62 rated. He was a right mid. I knew from the beginning that he was a striker. I made him a striker. And he just scored goal after goal for us. What a player. Elite. Then there's Sullivan. We don't talk about Sullivan. I don't want to bring up anyone yet, because what happens is that this game likes to massacre players' potentials whenever a new season starts for some reason. So if I bring up any of these guys, their potential will just tank. And I couldn't tell you why, but that is just how this game works. So the best thing I could do is just bring someone up and then immediately release them. Stephen Armstrong, we're going to bring him up and we're going to release him. But it's for the greater good, okay? It's so that his potential doesn't get absolutely mudded. We're doing it for the greater good. Victor Rivera, and he's 6'6". Whoa, he's coming in. Whoa, 6'6". That man is a man mountain. Jeez. 6'6" striker. Ooh. This guy is a center back. And I'm going to make him a center back. John Aliu is gone. He never played a game for the club. Might be a bit unfair, but I'm not playing a 55 rated goalkeeper against the kind of teams I'm playing against. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I'm not putting myself through that pain, especially when Borges is pretty good. But yes, finally, let us take a look at the Super League. How is it doing? How are all the best teams in the world going on? Barcelona have managed to win the league. Manchester City seem to have bottled it because I thought they were first, but Barcelona win. PSG in second. City and Liverpool third and fourth. Real Madrid fifth. Nothing crazy. I mean, Barcelona being the best club in the world sounds a bit crazy this year, I'm not gonna lie. Chelsea, Atletico, Villarreal, Napoli, Spurs, Dortmund, Lazio, Leverkusen just escaping relegation, and Leicester City, Benfica, and Bilbao are the three teams who go down. We will meet again for season 2 of the career mode. At the end of the day, we had a very good season. We did better than anyone expected, even me, and hopefully we can do even better next year, because obviously at the end of the day the goal is to win the Super League and we need to improve every single season. So yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Remember to like the video if you like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow my Twitch, link's going to be in the description, and if you really enjoyed it, there's more where that came from. See ya.